Welcome back to another episode of Mini Debates. We are debating, would you rather give up music or content for the rest of your life? Now, some parameters. You cannot watch music videos as a result of giving up content. So you have to... Oh, no, you can't watch music videos. Right?
Well, yeah, I can't watch music videos, and you can't watch... You're giving up content, right?
Yeah, so I can't watch Netflix, can't watch music videos. YouTube, and I can't watch music videos either. I just have the Spotify sound, that's it, and you have...
I can watch all content.
Okay, so here's the argument for why you wouldn't give up music. Content is pretty stupid, right? It destroys most of the meaning to your life because you get engulfed in the content and you end up just letting the content take over your life. You don't do anything with your life. You don't become productive. You live in other people's realities. Music is the one thing you can do in terms of consuming something that alters the nature of how you are in a certain position in time. It makes you happy, it makes you sad, makes you angry, makes you joyful, makes you grateful. And you can do other things at the same time. You can do your homework, you can go to the gym, you can get work done. Music is a supplemental resource towards getting through the day-to-day activities of life, and it hypercharges the most important moments of your life. Your wedding day. If you don't want to listen to music on your wedding day, if you don't want to listen to that the song of when the people walk down the aisle, yeah, if you don't want to have a song with your soulmate that you can always listen to, you're not having a Netflix show with your soulmate. That's fucking
Netflix and chill, dummy.
Yeah, and those are like casual relationships that don't really matter. Music is the essential.
You don't think movie night with your spouse matters?
No, if you guys because you guys can do more intimate things like play chess or something than watch a movie. Like chess is so intellectually stimulating.
Play chess.
And that goes to my second point, which is that if you're not involved in content, you're involved in bettering your life by doing things that are more intellectually stimulating and more important. Content at the end of the day is just something to escape from reality. It doesn't enhance the quality of your life. And David has a burden to say why it enhances the quality of your life. Music enhances the quality of your life, and it allows you to be productive on the side. Also, Friedrich Nietzsche, there's a great documentary on him on Netflix, ironically, called Geniuses of the Modern World. He was quoted as saying that music is basically the second closest thing that we have to God. Right? So he's basically saying that the way people think of religion and God and how it alters, it gives you hope and belief, and it changes the way you conceptualize the world. Only the power of music.
Don't we still think that guy wrote for Hitler?
Okay, don't get into that. That's a very complicated discussion. But the point is, he's a philosopher who basically theorized about what influences people, and music is one of the biggest influences. Content is just it's not even an influence. Like, who watches Friends and then it's like, I need to go get more friends? No, you just keep watching more episodes. But when you listen to inspiring music, you kind of change the way you think about your life. It's like motivational speeches, right? There are some speakers that when you listen to those speeches, they can change your life. That's what music can do to you. Content just can't do that.
All right, yep. So shout out to the Migos for inspiring everybody's dreams. Yeah, bad and bougie. I'm going to make $1 million company and get bad and bougie. Huh?
Well, you're going to walk it like you talk it. Like
shut up.
And you're going to eat stir fry. Like my point is like, maybe you make it a bad and bougie significant other.
No, you will not. No, you will not.
How is content going to do that?
You will sit here and listen to the music. No, this debate is not just about enhancing your life. That burden is stupid. Nobody agreed on that, on or off camera.
Okay, so what's the benefit to content?
It's plain and simple. I just have to prove that content matters in your life. Now, I'm going to
So you don't have to prove that it enhances if it matters?
What do you do more, watch content in a day or listen to music?
I watch way more content in a day. I watch way more content in a day. And I mean, the simple reason why is because content is produced. Like, I can barely listen to music for 30 minutes at a time, but I can watch an entire TV show. Content
that goes for me. You don't have to listen to music 24 hours a day.
Content is way more consumable. There's way more of it that's valuable.
Problem. Yeah, you have not shown any benefit other than saying you could watch more of it.
Well, my point is that you'll lose more in your life if you lose content than music. Like, just plain and simple.
No, but why?
Because
you're gonna lose more stuff.
For the same reason you just said it was bad, because you consume more of it. I think people should indulge in things that are valuable to them, and I think that people should determine that. I don't think you should set your standards of productivity. Oh, you're not productive enough because you don't listen. You only watch content. You don't listen to music.
Most people who are indulged in content don't do a lot of other stuff.
I don't think that's true.
Why not?
Because I'm able to watch.
I made a warning for that.
No, because it's possible for me to be like, yo, I watch movies after a hard day's work. In the same way that you're like, oh, people don't watch. Like that argument that people are spending 18 hours behind a television at a time is just incorrect.
That's not. But my point is, the majority of people's time after work and sleep is in content. That can potentially be. I'm not saying it's the worst thing, but it could be less productive than music or less.
Yeah, why is productivity the standard by which we determine what's good?
Productivity. Beneficial.
Why? Why is it not beneficial to watch
Because
content and relieve my mind?
The nature of your existence. You're sitting and watching a football game.
After an 8-hour day,
yes,
working in the minefields or the coal mines or the truck layers.
Why does content have to be the route where you escape? Why not talking to your kids? Why not like?
Who wants to talk to their kids?
Okay, see that's the argument. See, it detaches you from reality. It creates a hypothetical.
After an 8-hour day, who wants to talk to their kids?
It creates a hypothetical simulation where you don't walk outside, where you don't go to your grandparents' house.
I don't know if I don't do those things, but I know one thing.
You don't have that much time. You have to sleep soon. So what are you doing if you're not walking and talking to your kids? From 5 to 9.
Walking and talking to your kids.
I'm saying
you know you were trying to describe dogs and you said kids. Right? Who walks their kids? You were describing a dog.
Yo, I wonder if I had a kid.
You don't like your kids. You would spend so much more time with your family. I do agree with that.
You would do things that are productive, not in a capitalist.
Yeah, so really what we need to think about is how to get people to spend more time watching things with their family. The argument is not to get rid of content.
No. Good point, David.
Bring family movie night back.
Family game night is don't even think that family movie night is better than family game night.
Why?
What's better
sitting
about
on a couch with 4 people and watching a movie.
You would talk about the movie afterwards.
Yeah,
like you have more intellectual
charades with your family is such a more meaningful.
You can't play charades every day with your family. Come on.
Sure, but you can't watch a movie every night with your family.
Yes, you can.
No, that's a pretty boring. That delegitimizes the whole experience.
So we had family movie night. Maybe 3 times a week when we at our optimal peak. So I will admit it doesn't happen every night.
You watch basketball with your family.
I do watch
like the news
watching
every day.
Watching the NBA finals with my dad has been some of the greatest, literally the most fulfilling moments of my life. Like was watching the NBA.
You're not serious, right?
No, when I was a kid, I used to watch the NBA finals with my dad, and he always used to do this thing to me where we would sit on the couch together. He would ask me to pick a team, and then he would pick the other team and be like, I bet they're going to win.
But the most fulfilling?
Well, it's one of them. I remember the Golden State Warriors being down at the half because they were the greatest third quarter team that I had seen in the last 10 years. I remember it was always down at the half, and my dad would be like, see, that Steph Curry boy can't finish. All LeBron for the last 5 years, and I remember just looking at him with my arms crossed and the popcorn in the center of us, and him popping popcorn in his mouth like this. And I remember just being so upset. And I remember when the Warriors would win the championship because they were that team.
But I remember jumping and cheering. Stop manipulating the audience.
No, because I can.
Yeah, but the same.
It connects the world.
Sports is content. You cannot deny that.
I'm not denying that.
Bro, you can't watch the Super Bowl.
You rather sit with your family and just listen to music all day?
The same argument.
Yeah, what Bollywood music are you listening to?
First of all, the same argument in that cherry-picked example exists on my wedding day when I'm not listening to my beautiful wedding song with my significant other.
Can I ask you a question?
Hold on. You can't say that bride and that wedding song is not super significant, just like your stupid Warriors game is significant to you. I'm saying stupid because it seems so stupid to someone. Those 2 are cherry-picked examples.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
I don't think those
Daddy,
examples...
you got it stupid.
I don't think those examples... You're saying that's the essence of fulfillment. But this is also the essence of fulfillment. A wedding day. So let's get rid of these 2 examples.
That's one day.
Yeah, that's a one game.
No, it's not. The Super Bowl is literally. The NBA Finals is more than one day. It's literally more than one day. It's a best of 7 series.
Examples can be washed out.
It's a best of 7 series.
There are songs that I've listened to when I was young that really were.
All right,
I don't know.
Name a song. Name a song.
Billie Jean, when I heard it for the first time, changed my life.
That's crazy. When was the last time you listened to Billie Jean?
Today morning on the swings.
You want to go through Spotify?
You want to go through Spotify? Say I won't.
Billie Jean.
Say I won't. I listened to the whole Thriller album today because I'm getting back into my Michael Jackson bag and I'm listening to a lot of stuff.
No one's denying that music is important. I think David's argument is just on an everyday basis.
Yes, but he is not outside of his example, which I get, but I've
but dude,
they haven't argued about every day. It's good to do that. Even the Super Bowl is once a year
because it's more relief. If you start to tie your music thing to your product to kind of productivity and stuff, my argument is that you need a break from that. I think that you can.
But you can take a break without watching content. That's the point.
What would you do? What's your break?
There's a billion things.
Go for a walk?
Yes.
You can't walk.
And going for a walk, honestly, is a lot more benefits than watching.
Wait, I have a question. I have a question about content.
But you can't do that all day.
I have a question about content. The social media content count. The social media content count. Social media.
No, social media content.
Instagram.
I don't know if I want to give up Instagram.
But if it's made by literal content creators.
So if you had to, what would you give up? Music or Instagram content?
Now you gotta give up Instagram.
Okay, I would
content.
give up Instagram over music. That's a very easy question.
But if it was included within all content.
I would give up social media. I mean,
you would give up social media, Netflix, YouTube, Hulu.
That's a lot of stuff compared to music.
You know why? Because I still have Drake. And because I still have Drake, I would listen to that. Also, I was listening to a song today when I was on the
Guess what? I have Drake too on Degrassi. I got that version of Drake. It's okay.
That's the worst. Like, okay.
I got Aubrey in the wheelchair.
It's not the best version of Drake. I like Drake
so,
and Degrassi.
So here's the thing.
Was it the Next Generation? Was it that?
No.
No, it was the original. Yup, Jimmy with the broken legs, or Aubrey. Yeah, Aubrey. He played Jimmy with the broken legs.
The new Degrassi was so bad.
That's where he was made. That's where Champagne Poppy came from.
You give up everything for Drake.
No, but here's the reason why. I was on the treadmill today, right?
Stan.
I was on the treadmill because I wasn't watching content. I was actually doing something with my life.
Wow, that's
while
crazy.
I was on the treadmill, I was
out here in these streets.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
No,
After watching Power, I was out here in these streets walking. I needed a break because Ghost is scary. I mean, Ghost is terrifying. 50
What were you
Cent.
doing in these streets? Going to Walgreens? That's right next to us. You was in the streets of Walgreens.
I might have bought a lollipop.
You go to the candy shop.
I think it's in the candy shop. Okay.
Wait, is that a reference to
That's a 50 Cent
50.
song.
Yeah, and 50 Cent was on Power.
I take it to the candy shop.
Is that what you said that?
Yeah, I don't know why we have to
to the
explain
candy
it.
shop.
Also, you know why
why
we just had that moment? Because Candy Shop's a song. Anyway.
No, it's not. It's because we started talking about Power, which is a show.
Exactly.
Shut up! You know damn well what happened.
No, I think here's the argument. I was on the treadmill today and I was listening to a song by Drake called "Is There More," right? And in this song, he's basically asking the listener, which is like, I guess, like a sort of subconscious therapist of his mind in some respect. He's saying, is there more to life outside of doing, like the last line was like, is there more to do than saying I figured it out, right? Because he was basically describing, I did every fucking thing I could possibly do. Like, what more is there to do? Is there more to the essence of life? I think this is a great analogy for the conversation we're having here. One, when you listen to that type of music, it takes you to a different level of like, this guy is so successful, he's asking himself, is there anything else to do? I need to get on that level. But two, and that music changes you. I don't think content necessarily does that.
Do you know how...
Second of all, he's not spending his time wasting his life watching content.
That's crazy.
He's engaging in experiences.
Let me ask you a question.
To allow him to get to the point where he's asking himself, is there more to do? Which is such a good problem to have.
Let me ask you a question. When you were watching this Friedrich Nietzsche documentary,
yes,
did you not ask yourself 10 times the number of philosophical questions you asked when listening to Drake?
Sure.
Yes, you were way more interested. Content allows you to
way
simulate the world in a way that is more visual, that is more sensory.
Wait, why does that have
than
to be
music.
visual? Like, there's more music than documentaries in the world, and also I feel like attaching the visual nature of content is what makes you glued to the screen, which stops your productivity.
No, I don't think that stops your productivity. I think that after you ask yourself those questions, you end up thinking and engaging more.
Okay, so here's the question. Here's the transition of the discussion. Which one inspires you more to do something? Because I think let's both agree we don't binge content, we don't binge music.
It depends.
I think music is the answer. I think you have to watch like 1 billion documentaries before you get a PhD.
Nah, dude,
I don't know if it inspires you, but music does help you during really difficult.
Yeah,
so like
music
for example,
helps you during the worst times of your life.
Content might inspire you a little bit.
No,
more.
I think music inspires, helps, makes you. It is the spectrum of emotions.
Dude, I am way more inspired. Dude, I am way more. Okay, here's another point that I didn't think about that I just need to say because I really like it and I wanted to be on camera that I said this. Have you ever watched nature documentaries? First of all, even the peaceful ones. David Attenborough has the most sexy... The naturalist.
Wait, is he the guy who just joined Instagram?
I don't know.
David Attenborough, I heard this guy got 1 million followers in like
Yeah, David Attenborough is...
I think he just joined Instagram.
He's remarkable. That voice is remarkable. But that's the peaceful one. Then you got the animal fights. The kangaroos literally boxing each other. The tigers with the heads. That content is...
No, the point...
That motivates me to knock somebody out.
Forget motivation. Which one changes the trajectory of your life?
So that's what I was going to say.
Not even motivation.
The argument that you're making, if I had to like really pick, if I really had to sit and pick, I would probably pick that I will give up content only because because of the reason that I know that humans can adapt to situations. So if I
That's true.
gave up the content and I only had music is that powerful that it would make me adapt.
And guess what?
to
You
that
still have
situation.
books. And books is a form of content, but I think we'll
Shut
exclude it
the
from
Because
hell
this.
right now we
Books
can't-
are really good.
But we can't imagine.
Audiobooks?
We can't imagine.
Your visualization would increase tenfold versus watching a Netflix.
But that's
What
the
are
thing.
you
Right now,
talking
we
about?
can't imagine a world where there isn't content. But there was a world once where there wasn't content.
Yeah.
Like, we can go back to
We're just
that
saying
sort of
gulp, but
world.
there was never a world where there was never music. There was
wants
never
to?
a world where there was never music.
Who wants to do that?
I'm not saying
You realize the point. You realize the time that there wasn't content in the world might have been the most violent period in history, right?
that's to other
we were
reasons.
literally out here.
You're saying content
we were out
stops
here.
violence?
We were out here.
In fact, content, the polarization.
Violence.
That's the argument. Content is horrible for.
Oh wait,
distance.
I have one question. We gonna live without the news?
Yeah, that's actually way better than watching.
No.
No freedom of press? Seriously?
Are you
No,
serious?
no, it's not that it stops. It's just
Oh,
I
we
don't
have
listen to it.
newspapers and all
No,
that.
Bro,
I
we
just don't
gotta
pay
read
attention to
newspapers. Are you serious?
Read a newspaper.
First of all, reading is good.
When's the last time
Walking
you read
to the
a
park is good.
I do like the
Listening to
newspaper.
Drake is good. You have not
Magazines.
determined why watching YouTube rabbit holes
we
of
might
binges
get
are good.
smarter if we read more.
We're not.
We would be smarter.
Because Amit already said that we're not going to. We're just gonna walk outside. Like people don't. People
Yo,
are-
you get smarter when you have
people,
time to think.
people don't.
No, you get smarter when you have time to think.
You don't think people
When
have,
you're obsessed with
you don't think people have
content-
time to think? You think people are spending so much time
when I went on
watching?
the swings today.
You think people
I
are
was
having?
thinking.
Oh, you still need to teach me how to use the swings.
You
That's.
use the swings. You just get on the swing.
I don't know how to swing.
You don't know how to swing?
No, you told me you were gonna teach me when we were at the park. You never taught me how to use the
I
swing.
don't know if that's something you learn. I think it just happened.
No, I tried when I was a kid. I don't know how to use the swings.
You kind of just put your knees in, and I'll show you. But it's just
Yeah, you gotta teach me how to use the swing. But
Wow, I didn't know you know how to swings.
yeah,
Alright, I'll show you.
but-
It's fun.
like people still have time to think. Amit. That's like
That's not true.
That's not true.
That's
No,
so
your
not true.
argument is that because of
Bro.
your argument is that because of content, people
No,
don't have
here's the
time.
argument, David,
Wait,
here's the
why do we
argument.
get
David, here's
more
the-
immersed
okay,
into
9
music?
to 5 work, 5 to 7 food, 7 to 9.
Bro, Schindler's
content.
List. Schindler's
7 to
List
9
made me think,
content.
son. Schindler's List made me think.
No, I'm not saying the content doesn't make you think about something. I'm thinking about just free time where your brain is not occupied with the gravity of the
Yeah,
world.
but my
If you're always into content, that's not-
point is we would automatically immerse ourselves into other things like music, or we would just become a
or
ton
you
more
just,
sexual.
no, or you
something.
play
Like, I don't-
charades, or you talk to your kids. Like these
No,
are
you
the things
don't. You, like, why? Why would you do that?
because you don't have to distract yourself and become a robot to YouTube.
You think people are robots to you? Like,
Yes.
I get
Yes.
it. I get it. These grandiose characterizations are things that
You have not
can't
justified
use.
why the content is good outside it changes your trajectory of your life, which music
Well,
also does. So
and-
what other benefit is there?
Because I think that it is super relieving in this context, and I think
But
that
so is music. I have a benefit to why if you get rid of
bro,
it, it
you
helps
also
you.
you get the other thing is just you get music burnout way too easy.
That's good. Then you take time to not listen
You
to music.
don't want you just go do other things.
Which is better than watching Netflix. You don't get Netflix
Or you go
content burnout.
sleep.
No one
If
gets
you're
content burnout.
fatigued and you go sleep.
David, no. David,
What are you talking about?
David, if it's content burnout doesn't happen because people just binging. If I can't listen to some music for about 45 minutes. After that, I go do something with my life.
I don't.
Yes, I do.
don't.
And if I didn't have content, I would be forced to. Otherwise, I would just sleep. And I don't think most people would just sleep. They would do stuff. I win the argument.
We were really well rested.
I think I win the debate on you just do other stuff.
We'd be extremely well rested.
The world would be better if we didn't binge for 10 hours a day.
Yeah, but I don't think I think that the problem is that we are assuming a world like that is only an argument for why we should limit content use, not an argument for eliminating content. I think that we are.
No, but this is a question
I
we
think
have to choose.
I think
We
it's
have to choose.
counterproductive, and the bigger thing is not all people have the capacity to be music stars, but people have a ton of capacity to make money off of content.
Oh, don't get
I think that's
get the-
extreme.
That's a whole different.
Yes, that economic argument is valuable. Like the ability for people like you and me to be content creators because we know that content
David,
is a thing.
we are not
It's
content
about
creators.
becoming a
Well, yeah, but
creator.
We are not content creators.
but there's-
I am a singer. My words are magic, Frank. Like that's
End the show.
music
End
to
the show.
someone's
End the
ears.
end the show.
right
End the
now.
show. End the show. End the show.
But no,
No,
this
no.
debate isn't
I
about would
refuse.
you be a musician.
Well, yeah,
or a
but if
content creator.
if we had to give up content,
But it's you specifically. It's not like the world.
Yeah,
Give it
not
up.
everyone's a content
then you
creator.
have way less of an impact at that point.
Why?
Because if everyone else is still listening to music, it's fine.
What do you mean it's fine?
Like
No.
why does that impact me? Like, am I gonna go crazy because I didn't listen to a song?
Yeah. What? Like, how would you feel if you never listened to a song for the rest of your life? If you never had the access.
I'd probably be okay.
If you
I'd probably be okay,
Not
but
gonna lie, I'll probably be alright.
I'd probably be okay. Like,
But still,
like I don't
I
think
can never listen to Michael Jackson.
like I think
What would you do on the treadmill? Like.
Yeah, I think working out
I
is a
like.
good argument.
I'm gonna be 100% honest.
It's hard to exercise
Well,
without music.
David
I can.
Goggins does say you should not listen.
Yeah, but
to
he's
music while
one
you
of one.
run.
Most people can't
David
work out.
Goggins.
Who?
This guy who ran like 200 miles in a row.
Well, I actually do. I like running without listening to music.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot tougher. But the reason why is because I actually really like hearing the pitter patter of my feet on
Okay, we're ending this
a
episode.
floor.
That's
On a floor or on a treadmill in particular. There's this sound a treadmill makes.
how does that help you?
It builds. It's actually
David, that's music.
No,
That's music.
that is not music.
Because anything that creates a
Rhythm. I can't listen to rhythm. Rhythm is out. As a black man, I can't get rid of rhythm.
If we define it like that,
Everything is music, huh?
So you get rid of everything? No, as a black man, I can't get rid of
Every time
rhythm.
you create a beat, that's music.
Nah.
Every time that's in your head.
yo, here's the question: you love comedy? Is comedy?
I can't get rid of stand-up comedy, son. I love stand-up comedy. Is the soundtrack of my
But
life.
is it? But you see, soundtrack. Is
Music.
that?
It is
that
the
music?
soundtrack of my life.
Is that sound is music?
The sound is music. No, it's the sound of music.
But
Not
why-
all sound is music.
But it. Okay, so it's not content. That would be.
That is content. It is not music. But you would have to get rid of stand-up comedy, which I just can't.
Yeah, I mean, I picked music in this debate, but I think I would.
Stand-up comedy is remote.
Yeah, I'm sort of torn. This is a really good.
Thank God we
Let's
don't
know
have to
what
make
you
this
would do.
choice. This is
right.
Yo, what
this
if
is
we
way
did that?
worse than Sophie's choice. I think Sophie had to choose one of her kids. Man, that's easy. Content or music? I gotta get rid of one of those two. I'll pick a kid before that. But
Alright,
I also don't have to make that choice either because I don't have kids. So
You would give up a kid?
I don't know. I don't have
He said,
kids.
I'm gonna give up a kid for Dave Chappelle, bro. That's easy. All right.